3.
Greetings everybody, name is Jerome Wilson, and today I'm going to be talking about the benefits of graphic designing. In this day and age, it's an essential part of our everyday lives, and many people are in demand for persons who have expertise in graphic designing, graphical editing, designs for posters, flyers, business cards, as well as editing software. But the most essential thing for graphic designing is the level of work that must be put into it. Gradually, when you are requesting the use of a person's expertise in graphic designing, what you have to consider is the design that you want. What is it that you need, when you will need it, how you want it designed, what software must be used to design it, and naturally the end result. So today I will introduce to you a graphic designer who I am currently working with right now. His name is Brandon, and I am going to allow Brandon to do a brief introduction for himself. So Brandon, if you could introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi guys, Brandon here. So graphic design is really awesome, it's fun. You know, I'm actually self-taught. I've been doing it for a little over 5 years now, and trust me, it's really great. It's something that you'd have to be passionate about to, you know, continue and see a future in it. And being with Jerome on this project, honestly, it's been really fun, you know, and it's been challenging, and personally I like challenges because working on this project with him showed me much more as to what I'm capable of, you know. Just allows me to push even further, even develop new skills I didn't know I could have do, you know. So it's really fun. It takes a lot of time, a lot of focus, and brain cells.
Brain cells are a requirement for this.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task at all.
Yeah.
So we're going to be discussing 3 major points about what I have requested from Brandon. The first point about graphic designing is what you want specifically. So the title screen for Road to Phoenix. When I started this project, as usual, I got a lot of criticism about how the title screen was designed. Everybody realized that it was basically at the level of like Microsoft Paint, or what you would really type in. So I use a basic editing software to make the title screen, but it didn't really captivate what I was going for. So Brandon was the one who recommended to me a certain type of design, and when he recommended it to me, I decided to go for it. So I spoke to him one day on WhatsApp, and I asked him what is it that could be done to make a very incredible, captivating title screen. He asked me what is it that I was going for. So I told him I wanted a burning effect in the title screen itself, as well as in the backdrop. So explain to everybody, how is it that you got this design for the title Road to Phoenix to be this captivating and this intimidating?
Okay, well, first of all, Jerome and I, we go way back, years, and I have a pretty good idea as to where Jerome mentality would be. So we have a lot of mutual interest in life, you know, with pop culture and stuff like that, you know. So knowing what Jerome asked for, I knew exactly what he wanted. When he said burning, I'm like, bro, say no more. I just took a few hours and then got back to him, and he's like, that's it.
All right. Brandon creates the titles and sends recommendation pictures bit by bit by bit. When he was designing the very first poster, it did not come out the way that I expected it to, because there was some feedback the moment I shared it. Some person said it was a little blurry. Some person said that there were parts of the poster that did not look clearly. So I went back to him again and asked him if he could redesign it for me. And I communicate with him, telling him what needs to go where, how it needs to be designed. And he keeps sending recommendation pictures saying, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? The moment it was completed and I knew what I was going for, then I said that was the one. The first important thing, as I have mentioned, always be in communication with your graphic designer to know what it is that you're going for, because if you don't get the concept across to them, they won't know what it is that you want. You have to lay out the platform for them and they will assist you. You told me that there were many potential customers that were asking for help and they kept pressuring you, or they did not give you the basic requirement that they were looking for. They always hassled you, so to speak. They said, it's not done this way, I don't like this. I know you've been doing this for like a couple hours now, but I'm just lost interest. How was that experience for you?
Well, I can say it's really frustrating. That's the thing what Jerome was explaining. You know, communication is one of the major factors when it comes down to graphic design. I may know what Jerome is thinking because we have a bond of friendship, but at the same time I still have some flaws in what he wanted to do. But over time, Jerome and I, we communicated exactly what he wanted, right? So I don't just do something and when I'm finished, he's like, he doesn't like that, and then I have to start all over again from scratch. And bear in mind, graphic designing takes a lot of time, takes a lot of focus, so you know you have to be on point with communication as well, right? Because I'm sure if anyone decides to take up graphic designing, you don't want to spend 5 hours or a day doing something and then the person says that, oh, I don't like this. It's one little flaw that they say, but you have to pull everything down and start all the way to the top again. So that's very problematic. That's why I do my best to communicate with my clients to ensure that, hey, while I'm doing this, do you want it to be done this way or that way? Yes or no, either way, I still get the work done.
Alright, there are a lot of software and graphic designing programs that are used online. Many people know about Photoshop, many people know about Sony Vegas. So you can explain to everybody what software do you use for your graphic design? Like, what's the main one that you use to get your product out there to the fans?
Okay, so the main one I use, which is more common, that's paint.net. You know, when someone wants a nice simple poster for any event, that's what I use, and I can do a poster of that level within less than 30 minutes. But you know, I'm skilled enough to where I can cut down a few hours work into a few minutes, which is really great.
Okay.
Now that's paint.net for more common stuff to me, but it's a more hardcore, more detailed work. I use GIMP,
Yes.
I use Photoshop, right? And I even use Pixelmove, which would allow me to animate posters. So, you know, if you have like a poster you want to advertise, and instead of having a boring one image thing, I can actually put moving effects on that poster. It can make smoke effects and stuff like that. So it's really great. But to do stuff like that actually takes me, well, one day. It used to take me more, like 5 days or somewhere about. But for something so advanced, it takes me a day. That's how much I've grown.
My personal experience, I've seen the moving still pictures and they are very incredible. In this video, I'll be showing you what it is that he has done for me recently as well as in the past, because by taking the time out to bring these images to life, he has really dedicated himself to precision with the different software that he has used. Now, the most important part of the video that I wanted to discuss now is when the product is actually finished, your designs. To avoid persons from taking the finished product without bringing forth their payment, you must always put watermark images over what it is that you've created.
Well, that's true, because remember when I did info, I would say a video advertisement for, you know, the Naruto bracelets.
That's right.
Remember, I did one with that watermark. It was flawless based on the feedback I've received. And when I was showcasing it to that client, I had to watermark it, and I know he's kind of tech savvy, so he would know ways to get around that. So I watermarked a lot in the corner, and I downgraded the quality from HD. So I'm like, even if he tried to steal it, it's gonna be watermarked, and it's not the best quality work, because I do my stuff in HD.
That's right.
Right? This HD to 4K.
Yeah, so this is what graphic designers do to prevent the finished product from being taken from customers who have not paid us yet. And speaking of payment now, this payment is very reasonable. For title screens only, that will be used more than once. It costs somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 Jamaican dollars. And considering how big your project is and what you will earn as a result of it, this is not a bad deal for me at all. I was always meeting up with the payments for Brandon to support his small business and his trade, and I have had no regrets because the feedback that I've been getting from everybody, it has worked due to the designs that he has given me. He has designed my posters, he has designed my title screens, and he has designed everything else that I had requested for him. And in the future, I will always be going to Brandon for additional requests for future projects that I'll be doing. So what I wanted to ask you now, when you are putting your trade out there for legit designs, what is it that you are looking for in terms of growth? How far or how big do you want to make legit designs be?
That's a really good question. I've thought long and hard about on that kind of thing, and I want Legit Designs to be as big where like it's something that you can't Google and use. I always do my stuff from the ground up. If you want to make something glow flying in the sky, I always start with my basic shape. It's hard to believe that, hey, this thing I create started from just one little circle, right? That's how much detail and work I put in my stuff. So if you Google any work I did, you will not find that on Google just like that, right? Even something you want to make, you won't find it on Google. I do it, you know, originally from the ground up, from my, you know, intellectual property, right?
What makes you think you'll be different from any other graphic designer out there? There are a lot of them out there. Do you think that you can do something completely out of the book?
Well, I try to be, but one thing I know separates me from graphic designing, sorry, from the others in graphic designing. Well, for one, I'm very reasonable, it's negotiable. So it would be the originality of my work. I always start from the ground up, as I said. My rates are very, you know, cheap, reasonable. It's always negotiable, and not only that, it can be beneficial to clients as well. And beneficial meaning where, you know, you get free promos for whatever you want to advertise, and at the same time, you know, you even get a freebie, like a nice little treat. For example, you want a poster to be done, we actually form a bond. I can give you a nice free edit of a professional photo of you. So, you know, it's very beneficial in every way, which actually I think separates me from other graphic designers out there.
All right, good, good.
So that's a good thing.
Well, I do hope that, you know, this project I'm doing gets your work out there, because we're going all the way with it. So I really do want to thank you for, you know, telling everybody about what Legit Designs has to offer.
Yeah, and you know, fun fact though, when you wanted me to do the animated titles,
yes,
it's actually the first time I've been doing it.
Oh, really?
It's the first time I've actually tried, because being on this project, it actually pushes me to do something I never thought of doing before, which was animations. I always limited myself to, just doing logos, you know, colors and stuff like that, but I wanted more. I wanted to see stuff move. Okay. You know, I want to see stuff transform.
So this is a transition from what you normally do.
Yeah.
I had no idea that
he had no idea, right? He wanted okay, let me tell you the story. He wanted me to make a title for Road to Phoenix. I did, and then I think it was the next day I surprised him with him seeing the flames moving and everything, and he was like, I didn't order this, you know. That moment and say, oh, it's the hero we never wanted,
exactly.
Or the hero we
needed right now.
It's that kind of stuff. I love to surprise my clients. That's the thing. I give you more than what you ask for, something that you definitely love.
That means a lot to me, man. I had no idea it was the first time that you were actually doing moving titles.
Yeah, it was the first time I've been attempting to do
with audio as well. You really went audio. Okay.
Audio, you know, camera angles, stuff like that. So I want to go further to where I can actually make a full animation from the ground up as well, instead of just motion.
Don't worry, I have a lot of creative plans in the future, and you're definitely going to be put to a lot of work. Yeah. Follow Legit Designs on Instagram. You will see majority of the work there, and you'll see what he has done for other clients as well. He does posters for cake sales. He does posters for any requests that you may have. You will be in dialogue with Brandon. Just check out Legit Designs on Instagram.
Yeah, and for anime lovers out there, I do lock screens, live lock screens of your favorite anime character and images. So you could have a boring photo of Sasuke, just still, and I can make the lightning move, I can make a Sharingan move. You know, if you think it, I can do it, alright?
Alright, thank you very much for being here today, Brandon. Alright.
One thing that separates me from, you know, graphic designers out there.
Yeah, it happens. Continue.
Yeah. Right? So the thing is that I do a lot of original creations.
Okay.
Right? So it's something that
Keep talking.
Okay.
because true.
Now move a bit to the left to center yourself in the frame as well.
So me if you move?
Yeah, move over a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, and look, yeah, so you're talking, you know, although you're talking to you, look at the camera as well.
Alright. Yeah, so
So how you feeling?
I'm good.
Why you lying?
Why the hell lying? That
These are the lies that are keeping we alive.
Which is true. I'm burning up, and I'm the Phoenix. How contradictory.
Which is why you should be.
Yes, true. I should be.